Welcome back, YouTube. So I've been getting a lot of questions about the things that have been going on over this weekend between Elon Musk and the Bitcoin community, and the Tesla community has been dragged into it, and the Doge community has been in it. So I'm going to weigh in and answer some of the questions and give you my overall opinion. So pretty much over the weekend, we've witnessed a lot of back and forth on Twitter, specifically between Elon Musk and some of the Bitcoin supporters. In a nutshell, I'm seeing a lot of pushback from the Bitcoin community saying that Elon pretty much is manipulating the market and he screwed them out of a lot of money. Elon has actually gone back and forth with a number of people and even hinted at going all in on Doge and possibly not owning any Bitcoin. I specifically wanted to weigh in on this because a lot of people are calling him a fraud or a scam, and that he's like damaging the communities because of his influence. And I wanted to weigh on this, A, because I like having the discussions with the community, and B, because I don't believe that's necessarily fair. The primary reasons for this are all short-term markets are controlled by emotions. Anything pertaining to emotion can crash a market. Perception has crashed markets, just like they've increased markets. Anything from like a scandal or bad press or a bad report, a downgrade in rating, all of these things can crash a company or even the market overall, even when there's nothing fundamentally changed about the company. A company can be making the same money and be the same as yesterday, but something like an affair with the CEO or something like that can cause a stir of emotions, and next thing you know, the company's valued at half as much, and that's nothing but perception. And I believe that's all that's going on right now with Bitcoin. Nothing has changed with Bitcoin fundamentally. Like, I don't think that the high of Bitcoin or where Bitcoin's going to be 10 years from now, this is all going to be somehow influenced by what Elon said this weekend or a tweet. Like, Bitcoin is going to go where Bitcoin is going to go, and Doge is going to go where Doge is going to go. Like, Bitcoin exists outside of Elon, and it will exist outside of Elon, whether Tesla deals with it or not. Elon pretty much said that, hey, Tesla's, we're not going to accept Bitcoin anymore for payment because, hey, we're pushing, it doesn't align with our narrative for energy efficiency, stuff like that. So, Dogecoin is more efficient. I like Dogecoin. I've been doing a lot of stuff with Dogecoin, so we're probably going to head that route. What about that doesn't make sense? Like, I don't understand like where the anger is coming from, because nothing about that doesn't make sense. And I'm seeing people saying that, hey, we're gonna sell our Teslas and buy Bitcoin, and like all these like really like irrational posts. I've mentioned this a lot. All cryptos, but specifically Bitcoin, has a history of hitting an all-time high and crashing 50 to 80%. That's with or without a major Elon investment or a Tesla endorsement. Like, and the way I look at it really is, Elon, even if he did dump all of his Bitcoin shares, like, what's the difference between that and a whale dumping all their shares, like casually, pretty much historically every time after an all-time high? We can look at the charts. I'm going to place one up here, but you can see a crash of 50 to 80% almost immediately after an all-time rally. And it's not even just like a slight sell-off. It is a huge dump. And I get it. Elon may have triggered this one. I get it. But what I'm saying is, historically, this is going to happen anyway. Like, there's going to be sell-offs. And truth be told, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, they're actually due for a correction here sometime soon. Like, I know that the highs have been going, and like over the past like few months, crypto in general has been booming. So there's a lot of new money coming in, and this is going to ultimately push it a lot farther, and we'll have higher highs. But you have to be prepared for those corrections. That's one of the reasons why on this channel I'm really big on looking at charts and history. Charts and history say these are the type of corrections we can expect. You cannot expect for Bitcoin to, just cruise from 20,000 to 100,000 and stay elevated without that type of correction somewhere in between. Same thing with Ethereum. We see those types of corrections. You can expect it with Dogecoin. We're going to see those types of corrections. And even as of the time of the recording of this video, I believe Bitcoin is only down by like 30%. We have not seen a major sell-off this year in cryptos. Like, crypto has pretty much for the most part been trending upward. So we'll have like some bad days or maybe like a bad weekend or something like that. But overall, crypto is trending up for the year. I don't understand where the energy is coming from as far as for the immediate panic that sets into like the crypto market the second there's like a 10% pullback after the crypto is, 100%, 200% for the year. But that's not how markets work. Like pullbacks happen. It's not a steady climb. That's not how investing works. That's surely not how the stock market works. Like any little thing can set this thing off. But over time, they typically trend upwards, and you just pretty much have to stay the course. We talk about having diamond hands and buying the dip, but when you have those types of things, you can't be triggered by like a little sell-off or what. You just have to believe as far as that, okay, hey, I'm long-term in Bitcoin, I'm long-term in Doge. Regardless of the reason that it's down, buy more. And here's the major truth of it all. You don't have to pick a side. You can invest in Dogecoin and not say anything negative about Bitcoin. You can invest in Bitcoin and not say anything negative about Dogecoin. It doesn't have to be like one against the other. Or you can actually do both. I'm in a number of groups. I know the Bitcoin community and the Dogecoin community is vastly different, but at the same time, they're communities, and they don't necessarily have to be pretty much like against each other. Like they have pretty much like the same fundamentals. They just have different methods and different vehicles for getting there. Regardless of any billionaires or any news that's coming out, in the future, Dogecoin is going to have pullbacks. Bitcoin is going to have pullbacks and crashes. Dogecoin is going to have crashes. Like this is how markets work. Like this is going to happen. Like I know it's convenient to point fingers and be like, oh, this is why this happened, or and this is something similar that we see with the Dogecoin community and SNL. Oh, if Elon hadn't said hustle, Dogecoin wouldn't have crashed. Or if Elon hadn't said, if he had to mention about selling off Tesla, or no, excuse me, selling off Bitcoin, then they wouldn't have crashed. I know it's convenient to point fingers, but regardless if anyone says anything, these cryptos are going to crash. You have three options when that happens. You either take profits, do nothing, or buy more. Overall, I've said this a lot. I believe that regardless of what's going on now, I know a lot of the cryptos were down over the weekend, but I believe long-term we're going to see six-figure Bitcoin. I believe we're going to see $100,000 Bitcoin. With Dogecoin, I believe that there's going to be a lot of work done as far as like with the devs and a lot of stuff done with the SpaceX program. So I believe that we're going to see Doge do multiple dollars as well. I believe that we're going to see Ethereum do over 10K. And I believe that long-term, these tweets and these little back and forths are going to have little to do with it. So I really just mostly believe that it's just wasted time and energy. On the chart from 2021 to 2031, this is going to be like a small ripple on the way upward for all of these cryptos I just mentioned. So again, you can do nothing, you can take profits, or you can buy more. Those are your options. That's all I have. I just wanted to weigh in as far as let you know what I was feeling and what I was thinking about pretty much the back and forth between the communities. If you do not have Webull yet, I have a link in the description. And if you deposit $100, you'll get up to 2 free stocks valued at up to $1,600. If you like investing, cryptos, real estate, feel free to follow me on Instagram at I am David Mitchell Jr., Twitter at JR David Mitchell. I'll have those links in the description as well. P.S. We are less than 300 subscribers away from 25,000. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please continue to like, share, and if you're not a part of the family, please consider joining, hitting the subscribe button. I post pretty frequently here in the community section. We're going to start doing lives here this upcoming week, so I love to engage with you and hear from you. Thank you, and until next time.